This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, hello all. Welcome to the next session on ODATA. So today, no recap. So directly, I'm going to into the last ODATA service which we have developed. Okay, we have developed a deep insert to create a sales order. Okay, if you want to, what is deep insert, guys? What is deep insert? What is deep insert? So if you want to post the data with the multiple business entities in a single call, we are going to use in a deep insert. And so let's take an example of, if you want to create a sales order, we need to have header, we need to have item. So if you want to post both header and item data in a single call, we are going to use a deep insert. So to do the deep insert, first we need to create one structure in the MPC extension class with the deep entity structure. Then we need to bind the structure for the entity in the MPC extension in the define method. And we have to implement the method create deep entity in the DPC extension class and use the object IO underscore data provider and method use the method read entry data to read the data, whatever the data we posted, and split the header into internal table, item data into the item internal table. Then we are going to call, see, this is the code which we have written. So we added the deep entity structure, and then next step, we binded the deep entity structure, and next we have implemented the method create deep entity in the DPC extension class. So this is what we did in the last class, and I'm going to the SAP. Stehana 14. So transaction code for the OData is SEGW, and we have created a sales project. In this, we have two entity types. One is for the header, and the other one is for the item. And we build an association between the header to item, and also we created a navigation property nav header to the item, and this is the nav header to item. And also in the MPC extension class, and go to the types in the class. See, this is a TS deep structure, and in the TS deep structure, so we define the header fields, then we used in a navigation property. See, nav header to the item. So which is in a type standard table of the item structure and with the default key. This you must mention, otherwise it will give a syntax error. Then we implemented the method. The method is in a define method. In the define method, we called super and define. And then later we binded. You need to use the object model and use the method get entity type and pass the header entity type and bind the structure. This is the method to bind. So this is the deep structure which we have added, that we have binded. Bind means here we have attached the deep structure to the header entity type. So this is the first two steps we did. And go to the DPC extension class. If it is in a deep insert, the method which we have implemented is the create deep entity. Even get entity set also we have implemented. Why? Because we implemented this is, so whenever if you want to post the data, it will ask for an CSRF token. So if you want to fetch the CSRF token, first you need to call the get method. So that's why I have used get entity set as well. So whenever you get, that time it will give a CSRF token. That CSRF token we must use whenever we post the data. So this is a create deep entity in this method. And so you can see there is an IO underscore data provider. This is an object. And by using this object, so First, we used the IO underscore data provider. This is an object. Read entry data is the method. So this read entry data will fetch the data, whatever the data we posted from the external system, that will be posted into the ls underscore input. The ls underscore input is in a type of the deep entity structure, guys. So this deep entity structure will have header fields. This deep entity structure will have an item fields. So the header fields and item fields will be stored in the ls underscore input. Then we map the see. So we are going to use in a function module BAPI sales document create from data. So this function module we have to use importing parameters. So here the mandatory is sales header in. So you need to pass the data to the header data fields to the header structure. So this is my header structure. So I passed the document type and sales org, distribution channel, division, and later in the table section we have an items, the item data like material, quantity, and all. We need to pass it to the item data. So item structure, I have filled it. It's in a tables. That means it's an internal table. So I fill the data here. If you see, so I pass the data to the header. It's a structure, and the item details. Where the item details available in the nav header to item. This is a navigation property. So in this we are going to have item details. That item details I have passed into the internal table and looping that internal table and send it to the work area. From work area, postnar material quantity, I move to the item and append the item to the item internal table and append the schedule lines into the schedule internal table. And partners, we have a sold to party, we have a ship to party. So I have passed the sold to party to the partners and ship to party to the partners, and we passed those details to this function module. So this function module will create a sales order, guys. See, so maybe I put in a breakpoint, then we'll see in the debugging how exactly it is going to work out. So we have to use external breakpoint to debug, and we need to go to, if you want to post the data, we need to go to the postman, and I am going to post the data from the postman. So guys, if you want to post the data, what we need to do first? So, hello, hello, am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Hello, yeah. So, if you want to post the data, maybe I am going to post the data. So, this is the postman. So, in this postman, you can see. So, first thing is the authorization. So, basic authentication. You should be having a user ID and password, and go to the headers. You need to pass the CSRF token and body. So, in the body, sorry, is it header set, not this one? Post is a post method. This is see. So first you need to pass the entity set. Okay, this is my URI. So whenever you post, just put only the header set because the item is attached to the header. And go to the authorization, basic authentication, headers, and body. So in the body we have prepared in a JSON with header data with the item data, guys. So maybe I'm going to send this request, send it, and you see there is an error. Tell me guys, what kind of error we may get? What is the error we received?
CSRF token.
So if I want to fetch CSRF token, what I need to do?
First get the data.
Yeah, so I am going to fetch the data. So this is my get request. See, header set dollar format equal to JSON and XCSRF token equal to fetch, guys. So send it, it will give the CSRF token, and where you need to see that CSRF token headers. So here you can see there is a new CSRF token, guys. So every day, every 10 minutes, you need to fetch in a new CSRF token and copy the CSRF token and go to the post method and go to the headers, and here you need to pass the new CSRF token, guys. So put the control V, and now you send it, I'm going to post the data. Now guys, see, it is triggering. It is triggering. Yeah. So it is triggering the debugger. Now you can see, and I'm going to execute this method, read entry the data. The data will be stored in the ls underscore input, and go to the ls underscore input and ls underscore input. You can see the order type, GHM, and VKORG H1 OO and VTWG H1 and SPRT HP and customer. And the item data, see, the item data is stored in the nav header to item, and click on the nav header to item. You can see the item data, guys. So we have the data in the ls underscore input. I'm going to pass the, so one by one record. See, we are going to pass this to the header. So I passed this data to the header, and next item, see, this is my item details, and we are going to loop. Item is an internal table. Always you need to loop the item data and pass the item number, material, quantity, and append to the lt underscore item. So now you can see lt underscore item, which is having an item details, one item, and if it is in a two items, it will store the two items, guys, and loop. And then partner details. So we have passed the AG is an internal value, SP is an external value, the partner function, and partner is an a kunar, customer number. This is the customer number. Okay, so ship to party. Now I am going to call the BAPI, guys. So BAPI here it's in a function module. Don't think, guys, if you don't know BAPI, that's not a problem. Here you can see call function, the function module. So we are going to pass header data. We are going to pass the item data, and also schedule lines data, partners data. The results will comes into the return. LT underscore return will have all the results. If it is a success, it will give a success. If it is an error, it will give an error. Now I can execute the function module. How can you execute the function module in debugging mode? What is the function key which we need to use to execute it? What is the function key which I need to use to execute the function module? What is the function key which I need to take it? What is the function key which I have to execute the function module? What is the function key? F5. F5 goes inside. F6. F5 means it will go inside. F6 means it will execute. See, guys, it is executed. I will go to the LT underscore return. It gives me three status. What are all three status? See, guys, you can see type. Type is an error. See, sales area not defined. Sales document was not changed. See, sales area is not defined, guys. That means there is a problem with the sales area. So why the problem with sales area we are going to see now. So we have in a combination of this case, why it's giving me the sales area not defined, S11, and go to the webback and display, and VKORG is, what is the VKORG? We passed it, guys. What is the VKORG? We passed it. Maybe in debugging we can check it. So header, go to the sales area. See, VKORG H100, H1 and HB. H100, H1, HB. Execute. Yeah, we have the records. And why it's giving me the error? Sales area not defined. Sales area not defined. Sales area not defined. Okay, so let's take, okay, this is fine. So guys, here my BAPI returns an error. So whenever it is an error, I need to send the errors to the external system. How can I do that? See, if size sub RC not equal to, so I'm with the key, and if equal to 0, okay, I read the return type equal to E, LT underscore return. So LT underscore return type equal to E. So it's in a size sub RC equal to 0. It should go to size sub RC equal to 0, right? Why it goes else part? Okay, there is no code, that's why it's not going. So here I need to raise any errors, I need to raise any exceptions. How we can handle the exceptions in the OData service case? So next our part is handle exceptions. Handle errors or exceptions in OData services. So how do you handle it? Okay, in the OData services. So guys, so whenever if there is a method, see when I execute this, when I execute, see it gives me an error. Here you can see service provider did not return any business data. It's a generic message, generic error it is giving. Instead of that, whatever the error we are getting, that we are going to pass over here, guys. So how you can do that is, so here you can see in the method level signature, there are two kinds of exceptions. One is the business exception, another one is the technical exceptions, guys. We can raise your exceptions, okay, whether it is in a business or whether it is in a technical exception. In the method itself, you can see the exceptions. Method will have an exceptions, okay. So we can handle exceptions in OData with below exceptions. Okay, one is the business exception, another one is the technical exceptions. Okay, if it is in a technical error, we give in a technical exception. While if it is in a business error, we give in a business exception. So this is in a business data, right? This is in a business data, we are going to raise in a business exceptions case because the sales area data is in a business data. So we need to use the exceptions case. Maybe how you can handle this is, so maybe I go to the method and you can see business exceptions, which is in a class maybe. So in this, you can see the one is the get message container. So there is a message container we can handle, or else go to the constructor and see the parameters. You can see guys, text ID. We can use the text ID. We can fill out the messages guys. Okay, how do you handle the messages? See here, I can see there is a message code and message and that kind of things also available. You can use this as well, message code and message, and what is the message class, that kind of things also we can use it. And maybe text ID, we'll see the text ID what exactly it is, and go to the text ID. See guys, you can pass the message ID, message class and message number and the attributes. See with this we can handle the exceptions guys. See, so I can pass the message class, I can pass the message number, I can pass the attribute and attribute 2 and attribute 3. So this is what we need to do guys. So maybe text ID, we have to fill the text ID, it will give the, it will raise any exceptions case. So maybe I will go here, I will go to the here and I'll go to here and change. So see, whenever there is an error, that means I read with the error type. When it is an error, do some code to handle the errors guys. Maybe I'm going to handle the errors now here. So maybe what I need to do is, so maybe, so we need to raise any exceptions. If you want to raise any exceptions and uh, raise exception, and which is a type. This is the syntax which we need to use. So what is the exception type guys here? What is the exception type which we need to use? This is the exception, business exception, we need to use it. Control V. So you need to use raise exception and a type, and the exception here is in a business exceptions, and do the control space. Do the control space. See guys, so it is asking, so we need to pass the text ID. So here you can see the text ID, you can see. So enable this and enable the exporting parameters. And here I am going to pass, maybe it's an ls underscore text ID. And I need to define a ls text ID. And what exactly the ls text ID? So ls text ID, and which is a type of, so maybe what is the type which we need to do? What is the type, guys? So maybe go to the signature and business exception, double click, and business exception methods, and sorry, parameters. And where is that? Sorry, exceptions. Come back and double click on the business exception, and uh, parameters. And there is a parameter for this. Just now we went inside business exception, double click, and constructor parameters, text ID, which is a type of this case. You need to take the reference of this. Take the reference of this. Did you remember, guys? What is that? Hello? Did you remember what is the type? SE SE24. This is the class display, and go to the method create deep entity parameters and exceptions, and double click constructor parameters. So this is the exception. Control. So here we need to pass. So maybe in the LT underscore return, so I'm going to pass ls underscore text id hyphen, do the control space, can I spell? Control space, sorry. So maybe go to here. So MSG ID. First field is the MSG ID. What is the message class number? So the message class will be available in the ls underscore return, guys. So control V and ls underscore return and do the control space. So message ID is ID, guys. Here I pass on a message ID, and also we pass on a control C and control V, and next one is message number. So pass the message number, control V, and here also there is a message number, and I think it's a log message number. I think this is the log message number. And next one is what is the message? Control C. What is the message? Control V. So here message is maybe attribute 1. So you need to pass attribute 1. Attribute 1. So here attribute 1 is, what is the attribute 1? There MSG V1, that is an attribute 1, guys. So here message V1 is an attribute 1. So like this we have 4 attributes. We need to pass the 4 attributes. Okay, next one is attribute 2, and here is the message 2, and attribute 3, it's a message number 3, and here it's an 4, attribute 4, it's a message 4. That's it. So we passed the details, whatever the errors which are getting. So that we are passing via text ID. This will raise an exception with this message, guys. So maybe the pretty printer and do the syntax check, and LT and underscore 1001 key is unknown. Type this T100 key. Guys, what is the error? T100 message, T100 key. Come back, T100 key. Maybe directly I can give this case. Otherwise, so instead of all, I can provide this. Do the syntax check. Yeah, no syntax errors found, and activate. And activate. So maybe now again we are going to debug. So maybe I trigger once again the service, and you can see, and F6, and you can see AUART, VKORG, and VTW is the SPART. Yeah, this is fine, guys. Why it's not giving error, I am not sure. So sales area is defined, and also items also I am passing. So F6 and go to the return LT underscore return. See, LT underscore return sales area is not defined. See, so here V1 is in a message class, 316 is in a number, and message V1 message is not there. So this is a error. Sales area is not defined. We'll see, guys, whether this error size of RC equal to 0. Yes, there is an error. So we are passing these details to the exceptions. See, text ID, we are passing this, and it is going to raise an error message. So F5, 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 and it is raised in exceptions. Yes, it is raised F5, and you can see messages for sales order processing. There is an error in the message. It is reading only one record, guys. What is that? Messages for sales order processing, and this is the error which is giving back. But it's in a specific error, but the error is it is reading different error maybe. So it's not the first error, it is reading in a second error or third error, it seems. Messages for sales order processing. Okay, exactly, we can raise our own messages, guys. We can raise our own messages. So this is raising an exceptions in the ODATA classes, guys. So here you can see the code. How do you handle the exceptions? So this is the code which we need to provide. Control C. This is the code to handle the exceptions in the OData service, but here it's not why it's giving me the error. That's what my problem is. So maybe I can go to the so maybe the problem is KNVV. The customer is not belongs to the sales area, it seems. Okay, let's take an example. Who is the customer which we have given? So the customer is, go to the headers. So not header here, not here, the body. So the customer number, okay, this is the customer number, and this customer is not belong to this, it seems, and execute. Yes, H100 and H1 and HB, that is fine here. So this is the customer. Maybe I will check the material. So KNVV, that is, and material, what is the database table, guys? If you want to check which sales org it belongs to, material sales org table, what is that? Material sales org table, what is that? Material sales org table, MVKE.
Okay.
Display, and okay. So maybe I can check material. I will take this material, whether this material belong to that or not. So this is material, and see, guys, this is also assigned. What is the problem then? Maybe I think the problem is, guys, so here actually I didn't pass any X values, guys. Maybe that will be the problem. See, so there is a sales header INX. This also I need to fill it out, guys. I think this is the problem. Okay, maybe I will fill those details as well. Okay, so maybe did I declare X also? No. So maybe I will fill the X also, guys. So whenever I use a BAPIs, we have to fill the BAPI or function model. So I need to fill that X also. So maybe I will open a parallel one more session always, SE37, and BAPI sales order create from data display, and in this, and go to import, and I will maintain this also, X structure also. Take the X structure as a copy, and I'm going to maintain ls HEA header X, and which is a type of Control V. And next, go to the tables item. We have a item X. So item X, this is the thing LT underscore ITEM item X, which is a type table of item X, and ls underscore ITEM item maybe I will take out signature item X, which is a type. I declare in a work area. And also partners, we do not have any partner X, but schedule lines we have a schedule line X as well, guys. And LT underscore SCDX, which is a type table of schedule line X, and also ls underscore SCDEX, and which is a type of this. Okay, now I am going to fill the X values as well, guys. Same here, what you are doing in the same way here also you need to do the same. Control V. Here you need to put X, X, and X, and X, and X. Here what you need to do is don't pass the value. Instead of this, you need to pass only the above true, guys. You need to pass only X true. That's it. Don't pass the values. It's a value. Okay, I'm going to update these values in the sales order. That's the meaning actually here. Okay, and above underscore true. Above underscore true. Okay, we pass the header X. Even item X also I am going to fill it. Maybe pass the item X. Same code. Control C. Control V. And here you need to pass item number, but maybe I can check X. Item X, item X, item X, item X to the item X. Okay, and schedule line also you need to do the same thing. Control C and Control V. You need to pass X, X. You need to pass X, X, and X. That's it. And save and pretty printer. Pretty printer. So maybe I will check what is the values we need to pass in the item X tables. Item X. See here you can see item number, the number you need to pass. Then update flag also you need to pass, whether it is in a insert or change, or whether it is in a what kind of things you are going to do, value range, and maybe it's not there, you can put it. If it is in a update, you can put I. And so what is the fields which you are going to change it? Character 1, that means whether it is in a space or whether it is in a X case. So this is the item X. And also schedule line X. Go to the schedule line X. You need to pass the item number and schedule line and update flag. So quantity. Okay. So what you need to do is, so for the item X, item number you need to pass, and other things you need to pass as an above true. So pass an above true. Above underscore true. That means it's an X. Quantity also above underscore true. Here also same schedule lines, item number, but the required quantity should be an here it's an X. Here it should be an above true. Okay, that's it. Partner, there is no X. Maybe now it should work, guys. Okay, so pretty printer and do the syntax check, and also guys, the X should be you need to pass ls underscore header X, and item X you need to pass the item internal table for the X, right? lt underscore item X, and also schedule line X you need to pass the schedule line X as well, lt underscore scdex, and save. This covers the BAPI also, guys, function model almost. And do the syntax check and no syntax errors, and activate the code. And I'm activating the code, and again we pass the data. Maybe I will put on a breakpoint again. So put the breakpoint and again trigger the service. send it. Okay, it triggers a breakpoint and read the data and pass the values. And observe guys, okay, sales are H100, distribution channel H1, division HB, exactly. And document type, okay, we are sending this, and these are the X values. Document type X, sales are X, distribution channel X, division X. So that means we are telling system, okay, these fields we are going to update it. Okay, and item material X, target quantity X, and item number, and also item number and quantity X. Okay, that's it. And we are filling the partners, and after that execute the BAPI. Now we can see what is the error, and F6 and LT returns 3 errors. And again, sales area is not defined. Why I am getting this error, guys? Sales area is not defined. Okay, guys, maybe I will manually create the sales order. Sorry, so maybe I come here, so it gives me the error. Okay, where is the response error? Bad request. Bad request. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, first let me create a sales order manually. We'll see why it's not creating. Okay, go to the here and VA01 and GHM. This is an order type. Sales organization is H100. Distribution channel H1 and division is HB. Enter. See guys, this is a valid sales area. And what is the customer? Maybe I take this customer, Control C and Control V, enter. Yes, this is the customer master. Fine, and come back and 10. And what is the material? Material is 50,000. 50,000, enter. 50,000 and order quantity is 1. Yes, and save it. Yes, your order has been saved. What is the, why it is giving the error from the BAPI? So from manually I created the order with the same data, guys. I have created an order with same data. Why it's not working? Why it's not working? I created the data. Huh? Can anybody tell why it's not working? Okay. What is the problem? LS header. I pass BKRG, VTWG, SPRT. Maybe. So GHM. Is there any
At the
internal
down
and
it is
huh?
ABAP true.
What
The
is
code
that?
only. Down.
Uh,
ABAP true you have to write.
where?
Right.
Line number. What is the line number you are talking? Ah, okay, sales document header and header INX. Okay, sales document X LV underscore return. What's the problem? It's giving. Oh, it's not working. Maybe the order type is, I think, internal, external. There may be different value for the. Let's take example F1 order type and technical settings. Go to the order type data element. Go to here and here and select this. Maybe the order type might be the problem. It seems. Okay, execute. GHM, right? We'll see what is the GHM only. There is no internal and external value for the GHM. I'm able to create manually. I'm able to create the order from here, but okay. Order type is GHM. I think HP. Enter. Yeah, it's OR also. I think it will accept OR also. It's accepting standard order. Maybe I change this to the TA. We'll see, guys, whether it works or not. Send. F8. F8. See, LS header contains document type TA, sales org, distribution channel, division. Okay, that's it. Good. And header X, which is having X document type, sales org, distribution channel, division. Right. And item is having the item number, material. That's it. And partners, we have 2 partners. Fine. Okay, that's it. F6. Again, it is giving me sales area not defined. Why it's giving me the error? For customer, that is fine. It's not customer. Okay, anyway, okay. So LT return, LS return. Maybe let's take an example 3 years. So V1 316 sales area is not defined. So what is V1 316 actually? SE 91, which is an message class, and V1 316. Sorry, V1 316 display sales area ampersand 1 2 3 is not defined. Okay, so maybe ampersand 1 2 and 3 is not defined. So sales area ampersand 1 3 is not defined. So ID is V1, message number. Okay. So LS return, what is the LS return? Number, guys, it's not message number, sorry. I need to pass the number. Okay, F8. So it gives me the error. So now you can see the error. So why is the BAPI is not working? Shall I fill conditions, something else? Key table, how to pass something? Okay, guys, I will do a various list of this BAPI. We'll see how exactly someone should fill this. So sales order creation. See, we filled document type, Header X document type, sales arc X. Okay, division X, header X update flag equal to insert. Okay, that's fine. Partner AG sold to, partner role ship to partner, update flag. Okay, I need to pass insert, it seems. Item number X. Item number X, I need to pass an X. Is it? Material X, plant X, target quantity X, item X, item number, schedule line 001, required quantity, and item number, schedule line, update flag, required quantity, and BAPI. Okay, so maybe put this and execute, and maybe order type GHM, sales arc H100, distribution channel H1B, and what is the distribution channel? H1B, H1, and division HB. So someone did, guys. So maybe, yeah, I am also checking that. Okay, what is the customer number which we are passing? So this is the customer number. The same code works, maybe we'll write the same code. Ship to also same, and material 50,000.
Any problem? Commit work?
That's later. Okay, not now. Plant is also okay. Maybe I need to give the plant, it seems. Okay, so plant is sales org plant will be available. Okay, maybe H H not one. Okay, execute. Error in creating document. Okay, same error. Execute. Some error it is giving here. Here also. Create from data F6 LT return 3 errors. Here also it is giving same error, guys. Sales area is not defined. While BAPI it is giving me the error, guys. See, someone did code. There also it is giving the error. Okay. There also it is giving me the error. Exactly. Sorry, guys. We need to use date 2, guys, not the date 1. That's the problem. This BAPI is out of date. Sorry, I didn't check this. That's the problem. So sorry, guys. We'll use the same code. The code is, see, guys, I have used 2. I didn't use the proper one. BAPI, this is an outdated BAPI, outdated function model and pattern, and put on a not 1, it should be in a 2. Actually, this, what is that? We need to use this one, guys. Pattern, Control V, enter. So almost same. So you have the same kind of parameters. Pretty printer, and maybe come back. Okay, so maybe pattern, enter. Okay, we'll map the same details, guys. What is this? We have used ls underscore header. The next one is, tell me, guys, what is the next one? ls underscore header x, right? And importing lv underscore order and return we used until X. Okay, what is the return? LT underscore return, and items LT underscore item, and item X LT underscore ITEMX, and partner LT underscore partner. What is that here? Partner. Did I use partner only in my code? Guys, sorry. You have to tell me here where I am doing this. Control X. Where should I write this code here? Where should I write this code? LT underscore partner. Partners LT underscore SCD LT underscore SCDX. Right? So we pass the header X, and also we pass the return item X, partners SCD SCDX. So take out this code. Take out this code. That's it, and do the syntax check now. And also guys, it's not a log message number. You need to provide I think what is the number? Number is the message class number. Do the syntax check and activate. So now guys, maybe I can put a breakpoint here and trigger the one more time send. Okay, F8 and F8, and here it gives me an error again. See why it's giving error? What is the problem here? So I put a breakpoint here. Why it's not triggered? Again trigger. Somewhere it is going dump here. Okay. Okay, it's wait for 1 minute. Mm, Sorry. Okay, now I will go by one, guys. Sorry. Okay, pass the values. Okay, item, quantity, item X, quantity, fine. Now partners. Okay, now it comes here. So I'm going to execute this and order header X. Okay, maybe do the F6. So it's giving me the some kind of exception it is throwing. some data error it is giving me, guys. I think there's a problem with any type errors also it will be in there. ST22 today. See call function. It's in a flight. It's not ours, right? Flight. It's not ours. ls underscore header headerx and hyphen update flag. Maybe I need to use update flag, which is equal to the insert. Maybe first time create, right? So I'm using insert. Maybe in the year also I will use ls underscore itemx hyphen update flag, which is equal to the okay, maybe insert, okay, and quantity. Maybe the problem is quantity, maybe that also I will see. And also here also I will use uh, ls underscore scdx hyphen update flag which is equal to insert. Okay, save and pretty printer maybe in the item level I will pass the plant as well, guys. Maybe that's okay. That should give an error actually. Edit do the syntax check. Okay, maybe trigger one more time. Send. Right. See, maybe the problem item, you can see the quantity, target quantity is 10. Okay. It's giving me the exception, guys. What is the exception? Which field it is giving? It's in a casting error. Order header in. Some problem in order header in, guys. Order header in. Okay. Order header in ls header. Maybe we'll take this import BAPI SDHT1, right? BAPI SDHTN. BAPI SDH. Oh, that's the problem. I see, guys. Sorry. So here the reference which I have taken is wrong, guys. So that's the problem. So I need to change the references. So guys, sorry. So I have changed the function model. So the reference should be the same reference which I need to give. So that's on a function model behavior. So I'm missing the fundamentals. So whenever we use in a function module, so always the type should be in a same, guys. So here you can see order header in. So the reference is BAPI SDHD1. But here you can see the reference is here. What is the reference? Header. So there is a different reference. It is giving an header. And also header X also should be the same. Take the header X also I need to change. So this is my header X. And also go to the tables and items. So you need to take the item and sorry, I need to change all the references, guys. So next order item X, I have to change everything. And partners, is it same? So anyway, I will change it, whether it is change or not. And schedule lines, this is the schedule lines. So where is the schedule line? Yeah, so you have to change everything, schedule lines. And items, this is the items. So go to the item, Control V. And like this, we have to change everything. Returns, return is BAPI rate to same. And partners I have changed BAPI rate no, and partner I have to change the same partner, Control C and Control V. Control V and schedule lines, change this to the schedule line, Control C. So the problem is with the reference. I'm changing the reference. Text ID header X. You have changed the. Did I change the header X? So header X. This is the header X. And item X. And item X. So this is the item X. Control V. SCDX. LT SCDX. Schedule line X. Change this to the schedule line X. And also same. So activate. So guys, it's in a big program and it's a real-time kind of stuff, you can say. And send. Now it should work, guys. So call F6 and see, guys, LT return and 2 and error, but no pricing procedure was determined. But it's okay. This is a problem. Error was no pricing procedure was determined, guys. This is not a problem, but so that's okay. And now you can see Fi and Fi, and I'm going to raise the exceptions. It's an error. Now you can see it's an error. See, guys, the same message which is coming from the BAPI that is written to the external system. So no pricing procedure could be determined, guys. So this is the way we are going to handle the exceptions. The exception, whatever the error which is coming from the BAPI, so that BAPI, it is exposed to the external system, guys. Okay, this is fine. So maybe the problem is with the data and all, that's not a problem. But how to handle the exceptions? By using ODATA service. So you have to use the exceptions. So here you can see the signature. There is a business exception, the data exception. So I have raised an exceptions. So you need to pass the text ID, whatever the message which is coming. See, how do you handle the errors in BAPI? So you can use the with a type E, the return, you need to read the request with the error, and whenever it is an error, and pass the message ID, message number, the attributes to the your exceptional parameter text ID. So text ID, the exception which you need to raise is a business exception, and raise the business exception, and it will give the return the error message to the your external system. No pricing procedure could not be determined, guys. So that's it for the day, and tomorrow we are going to see the function import and as well as the file handling, and tomorrow is the last date for the ODATA services, and then I will take you back to the CDS, and so we are going to see a lot of things in the CDS. And before going to do that, guys, I have some kind of so total code is written here, so you can see the code inside in this PPT, how exactly you can handle this and all. And maybe my next thing is, so next I'm going to introduce the S4 HANA tables and business partners and business partner table, and how can you create the business partner. So S4 HANA introduction. Okay, what are the simplifications in the S4 HANA? Simplifications in terms of applications and tables. So I will talk about what are the new database tables, new applications in the S4 HANA, and we are going to use those kind of stuff, guys. Since now we have a lot of time, so I'm going to concentrate on the S4 HANA system and what are the database tables which we have and how we can use them. Just now we have seen sales order and all, right? So in S4 HANA there are new things coming up, which is so customer and vendor, the customer and vendor changed it to the BP, business partner. Okay, so how can you create the business partner and what are the database tables behind the business partner, and maybe if I use the OData service, what kind of things I can do in the business partner level. Let's take an example of I need to update a bank account number of the business partner from the external system OData service. How can I do that? Okay, that kind of things we are going to see, and maybe you can take some business partner. Yes, no mandatory fields. BP role. Okay, maybe it's a vendor. Maybe I'm going to take vendor, not this vendor. So maybe I can take customer, guys. FLCU01. There is a role FLCU01. Where is that? Yeah. So I'm going to take FLCU00 and okay. So these are all the different kind of customers we have. So maybe Sujana Motors. Okay. This is the business partner. See. So okay. So this is the business partner screen. And here you can see there is a payment transactions. So here you can see bank details. Here you can see credit card details. Okay, how can you create a business partner? How you can add the bank details? How you can add the credit card details? Okay, this kind of things, identification. Okay, so here you can see a lot of things maybe. So we are going to deep dive into the business partner, and we are going to see the business partner related stuff in the tomorrow's class. And let us make use of this time. We'll concentrate on the advanced things, guys. Okay, so tomorrow I will introduce the functional side, what is business partner and all that we are going to discuss it. So do you have any questions, guys? So this is the code. Maybe this is not good, guys. So what I will do, so I'm going to put in a code here. Sorry. So this is the code, guys. And also I'm going to give the JSON format as well for you. So some people are difficult in finding the address. Where is the JSON format here? Post body. So this is a JSON format. Control C. So maybe insert object. Okay, this is the JSON format. And second is code. The second one is code, guys. Okay, that's it. And any questions? Okay, PPT. Next questions. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Sir, we are audible.
Any? Huh?
Rakesh has question.
What is the question? Ask the question. Hello. Mr. Rakesh, what is the question? What is the question? No question?
When we are getting the data, in that time we can we do the aggregations for that materials? One sales order have the different materials, the different prices. In that time,
Different
can we do the
materials?
aggregation?
Here we are not doing any aggregations. Aggregations kind of stuff is different. Here I am talking a, okay, suppose let's take an example. If you want to update one more item, see, I can put one more item like this. So item 20, okay, and maybe the another material is 50,001 like this. So this is a nav header to item. We can update. This is I am talking deep insert is an update operation. Okay, how you can
Getting the data in that
post,
time.
huh?
When we are getting the data, get operations in the get.
Get, okay, get request. Okay, what I need to do?
Uh,
So in get
Aggregations,
we will get the count of records dollar
dollar
count.
count.
Like, can
Yeah,
we get
correct.
the sum of the records? I mean, like if 10 items is there, for the 10 items, can we get the sum? For example, item 100, 200,
Uh,
300, get
no,
one.
no, it's not possible. Aggregations are not possible at the OData level. So you need to write a code inside the OData, then you need to fetch. That's it. So in the request level, we cannot get it. That's not possible.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So suppose if you want to sum the amount in the OData itself, you need to write a code. Then summarize the data, you need to send it. That's it. Okay. Okay, that's it for the day. Tomorrow we'll do an introduction of business partner. Then we'll see the function imports and all. Maybe I will give some exercise on the business partners. Then we'll handle the file handling with the function import and get stream and set stream methods. Then I will go back to the OData, go back to the CDS. See, we did a lot of code, right, in the OData services. How you can fetch the data using CDS by using OData service with a simple one single line statement that we are going to see in the next few classes. But don't think that we can do everything with the CDS. It's not possible. So there are something we can do with the CDS. There are limitations. If your requirement crosses the limitations, then we need to build our custom OData service case. Okay, that's not possible. Okay, tomorrow we'll go back to the maybe after OData, because I have given a lot of things in the OData. If you are good in this area, that's it, guys. Okay, you can easily crack the OData interviews because I'm giving everything. So same kind of, so I'm following the questionnaire. Okay, what is the question and what is the requirement and what is the practical? See, it's not only theory answers. I'm going to give a practical answers on the interview questions. Okay, so both the things I am covering. And if you are good at this, my PPT with the OData service with your practice, then you can easily crack the interviews. Okay, so this is a good time for you guys. Please put some time. Okay, when the industry comes back after 2 months, okay, you should be in a ready. Okay, that time you can easily crack the interviews. I don't think next 2 months you will be having the calls. Okay, so please prepare these 2 months for the interview, guys. Okay, that's it. Thank you all. Bye bye. See you tomorrow at 10 o'clock.